Good morning. Good morning. Um, excuse me. So Faizon Love was on Kwame Brown last night. Um, I had no idea Faizon was going to be on. I had no idea that Kwame Brown was doing a live last night, and this has happened to me several times. I think this is some kind of third eye Geechee thing because if you guys watched him last night, he came on pretty late. I was about to go to sleep. I'm literally about to go close my eyes and go to sleep. And something told me to go on and see if he had another video on. And I see Faison up there. I'm like, oh wow, this is gonna be great. So without further ado, I'm just gonna let this video play, and I'll come on and I'll pause it and I'll give my little spiel. Uh, I think this is one of his best interviews yet. Um, you know, he had a lot of laughing, a lot of joking around, but you had some serious topics they touched on. Serious topics, and you never know what's going on with the person until they tell you. And I did not know Faison had some personal issues going on in his life with. Well, I'll go ahead and let them tell it to you. So without further ado, let me go ahead and play this.
I hope we can talk about this go along, get along game in a way that people can understand it because they think it's about a disgruntled basketball player, but they don't see what's unfolding in front of their face. We done had a basketball player get talked about by an economics major, by hip hop podcasts, by Charlamagne the God, by all these people. And I'm saying I'm just a busty bus. I got the shirt on. I'm just a busty bus. So to be talking about a guy that's allegedly a bust the way that they're doing, I just hope that you can shed some light on it and kind of expose to the people. And I want to get Cat Williams on because I think some of the stuff he said in his stand up, I've actually seen.
Please come on, Cat.
I've actually
Please.
gone to these parties and they see your reaction and they actually don't like what you're doing and saying after, you know, I think it's a ritual that they're doing. And if you don't agree, then somehow whatever you had going on, you can't do. And look at this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's get it in. It's on you, sir.
First of all, that bus shit is some bullshit. You know that.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, you can't cuss. That you know,
Mm-mm. Be yourself. Cuss like a motherfucker. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds now.
that's they trying to put you in a box. You know what I'm saying? Something that they ain't never did. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
It's just, and that's what the house niggas do. Is keep every, you know what I'm saying? So you know you ain't never been no bus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So my thing is, how does a guy that they allege a bust get entangled with a guy like Dr. Boyce Watkins?
That's that's what I'm saying. they they trying to create the narrative for you, but what you did is break that up. Like, oh, you want to hear some real shit?
Yes, sir.
That's not real. That's
Yeah.
not real. And that's
Let's
what
do
you
it.
do. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you brought it to, the real shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, all these, announcers, all these people got an agenda, bro.
Right.
You know, it's some the media has been so influential in our culture, only steering black folks to stuff. We're the only ones that because we're the biggest consumers ever.
Mm-hmm.
We buy all this shit. all the Balenciaga and all that bullshit. So they tell us all this bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they was trying to sell you as a bust. I don't understand that.
Well, I think that I said a few things in a few meetings. I've been with
So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. I'll move this forward there. If my computer allows me. Oh no.
If you're anything like all the other Facebook advertisers out there, you're probably tired of increasing ad costs.
mature beyond my years since I was 18, 19 years old.
Right?
And out of these niggas. Terry Crews is a big son bitch that I wouldn't necessarily run up on to fight. And he explained the story. I watched it 2 times. He explained the story well.
Now I've thought about this situation with Terry Crews. I don't know what he was trying to get out of it, other than some type of peace, reassurance, support. I don't know what. Terry Crews, I think I looked it up. I think he's like 6'2", 240, 230. Muscle. Pure muscle. Now, I can't tell a person how to react to certain things, especially things I've never been in, never situations I've never been in. But I think that my first reaction would, I don't even think it would be a thought process. I think it would just be a reaction. You know, a man grabbing my genitalia in front of my wife. Even if it wasn't a quick reaction, it would be an afterthought. You know, walk away, think about it. You know what? I just let this guy grab my balls, and my wife saw that. My wife is never going to let me live that down. You know, because my wife is not going to tell me to walk away. She's not going to say, let's just walk away. Don't worry about it. No, not my wife. You know, she's going to be like, you better handle yourself, you know. So yeah, I think that's why Kwame is still confused by it, because a lot of black men are confused by that.
A white boy, a little short, 5'6" guy, emasculated him in front of his wife, rubbed on his genitalia by his own admission. He said he backed up and licked at him and came back forward. And he wasn't met with a right hand. Now, you mean to tell me if a little black guy would have came up and rubbed on his genitalia, that would have been...
Yeah, I don't understand that. And I'm just gonna, I don't want to show the entire video. You guys need to see this yourself. The video was, it was nice. It was Faizon love, you know, big worm.
And she told you what time it was, then I messed with you after that.
Right. But you get that from your own people.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
When the let me say this. When the what is that young lady name? She was the gymnast.
With the hair.
Gabby
about her
Douglas.
hair.
Gabby
Yeah,
Douglas. Yeah.
Niggas did that. Niggas did that. Not the fact that she was great at what she did.
Now right here is one thing I said when I heard the whole issue with her hair. I'm like, who in the hell is talking about this girl hair? This little girl is breaking all sorts of records, flipping, doing hurdles. I mean, she's doing all kind of things. One of the best gymnasts of this millennium. But we're worried about her hair. We're worried about why her hair does not look. I don't know. What do you want her hair to look like? You want her to have a lace front? What do you want her hair to look like? You know, you want her flipping around with a whole bunch of weave in her hair? Come on, man. That's the type of stuff we got to get off of. But this is building again. This is building. This is what 2 black men do, or a group of black men do, or just melanated men in general. This is what we do when we talk one-on-one. Nobody else is listening. And this is called building on a metaphysical level. it is building to a certain extent. You know, because you're putting ideas out there. You're putting a certain way of thinking out there in the universe, and you know, to every cause there is an effect, and you know, we'll see the effect as Kwame go on his journey to bring about some change in our community. So let me go on a little bit longer here.
Them wombats went on ahead.
I see right now this interview gonna have me throwing up. Niggas talking about the wombat.
The wombat.
I gotta get a shirt to say, you need to make a shirt to say wombat. That need to be your money. That's your sled. Nigga, I'm old busty bust.
He called his baby mama a wombat. Mr. Faizon Love, and you know, I skipped across that part, but you guys got to see the whole video, so I'm just gonna keep on moving along.
When they took trade system, be a plumber, be an electrician, work on cars, we all still need that shit. So now these kids are leaving the school with nothing, talking about they want to rap. Are you sure? Stand the fuck back.
Yeah. I'll tag you in when I get my ass whooped.
Okay, I gotta back that up. I gotta back it up a little bit.
But him,
Right.
if we not gonna be a man for our women, who the fuck we gonna be a man for?
Well, they want you to turn on it and turn it off. They call it toxic when you're protecting a woman.
No, you know what? You know what's so interesting about that?
I mean, not when you're protecting a woman. Let me say this. Let me correct you. They call it toxic when a man stand up for himself. But as long as he's protecting a woman, then he's okay to do that. But by himself, he's toxic.
You know what's so funny? A girl wrote that down to me. She broke it down. She said, it's not toxic when a man takes up for his family or something. It's toxic when the woman takes a man's stance in a man's situation. That's called toxic masculinity.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Not us. That's like something happening and my lady going, stand back, nigga, let me handle this. What? Are you sure? Stand the fuck back.
Yeah. I'll tag you in when I get my ass whooped.
Toxic masculinity. Boy, I tell you, you know, some women don't really care, but I know it's women out there that really care about this attack on men these days. You know, some women don't care. Some women could care less, and that's obvious. But for the women who do care, it's not easy being a man these days with toxic masculinity and all these different made up phrases that just came about all of a sudden. You know, these guys are raising a great point here. A man can't stand up for himself anymore. You know, that may be one reason why Terry Crews didn't do anything when that guy grabbed his balls. You know, he may not have wanted to seem to be toxic, but I'll tell you right now, toxic or not, you know, it would have been a reaction. For every, you know, action, there's a reaction.
Let me get my ass whooped first, then you jump in.
Let me.
And I'm not trying to find any specific point in this video, because the entire video was that good. the entire video. I could stop anywhere in the video and talk on anything. There's so many talking points here. This is truly building, and I'll put that in the title.
Titties.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard that movie?
Oh, I saw the movie. I saw Monster Ball too.
Oh, let me go back
Right.
a little bit. I gotta go
Where
back.
was the Me Too people then? She looked like KRS-One. I was like, I don't know who the fuck is into wombats. That's where I got wombats from. Chimpanzees or whatever the fuck. But I'm like, who is pressing her? I want to see the motherfucker.
I did expect somebody that looked like J-Lo or somebody to start the movement, not somebody that everybody walk past.
There was a movie called Swordfish that Holly Berry got paid to show her titties.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard that movie?
Oh, I saw the movie. I saw Monster Ball too.
Right. Where was the Me Too people then?
Good question. Good question. She only got recognition when the white guy, Billy, whatever his name is,
Fuck that ass, right?
he looked like he was tearing her ass
Billy
up. It
Bob
looked like it was for
Thornton.
real.
Billy Bob Thornton knows his name.
It looked for real to me.
Swing
Me
blade.
Too movement. Out of all these years, I've been seeing titties and shit. No Me Too movement.
Why ain't the Me Too movement going after ghetto gaggers? Well, these white men are able to do all sorts of things, and these women go up there and sign up to it.
Listen to me. That has been a part of
I don't know what
Hollywood
this ghetto
since
gaggers
day
is.
one. Motherfuckers become rich and
First time I
powerful
ever heard of it.
for the same reason why motherfuckers buy Rolls Royces. They want pussy.
So only white guys can get the pussy. We gotta stay married.
May I have some, please, sir? I sure like to take you out.
These guys are crazy.
Damn, what's the benefit of living in Costa Rica?
It's very cheap when actors don't work, and
My cousin is, if they made those life choices, judge me off of me. And they don't do that with us.
well, they gonna start.
You goddamn right, 'cause I'm on their ass. And we the people on their ass. Carsino, self-talk. Man, we on these people ass. We ain't gonna let them disrespect black athletes. What do you think about Stephen A. Smith? Or some bitch that can talk about boxing, or some bitch that can talk.
He goes, Uncle, I'm gay. I was like, you gay? Can you read, nigga?
He said, can you read, nigga?
Here Faizon is talking about his nephew. His nephew came out one day and told him that he was gay. And Faizon's response was probably similar to what I would say if I had a family member come out and tell me something like that. I'm like, yeah, I don't, okay, all right, okay. What else is going on in your life? Because gay is not, that's not the end all. You know what I mean? These days, it's gay. They put priority on being gay, or trans, or whatever. That's the important thing these days. So he, Faizon was like, okay, can you read? I don't care about the gay part. When you get out here in this real world, are you going to be able to have? Are you going to have the tools that you need in order to not only survive but prosper and thrive? That's as an uncle, and rightfully so. That's his main concern. Will you be able to survive out here? Not are you? Not because you're gay, but because you have some kind of tools. So I thought that was pretty insightful. The whole interview. You got to see the whole interview.
How old was he?
14?
14?
Yeah, whatever. Since I'm gay, I'm like, but can you read? You You ain't just gay. It's a whole world out here you're not exploring. That's, you know what I'm saying? But they're programming to say that.
So, do you think it's a benefit for a black male to be gay instead of just a black male?
Well,
I asked a real question.
there are more jobs.
You get more jobs just because you gay?
Look at television.
Mm.
Show me a black guy on there that's not gay.
I didn't tell you that.
I gotta pause it again, man. I'm sorry. I gotta. They. That's a very good point, man. I mean, and we all see it. We all see it. We don't say anything about it because we don't want to go against the grain. We don't want to go against that machine that's in place right now. You know, you can't say anything bad or anything that's gonna go against what that agenda is. You can't say it in public. You know, like I said, this is my stomach is growling. I gotta get something to eat. But this is something that needs to be said more often. This ain't gay bashing. This ain't any of that. These are facts. You know, and these brothers are speaking on facts.
Ain't that better? Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. Ain't that better? Ain't that better?
So, and it's a whirlwind. So I'm like, but there's different people. Every black man is not gay
Right.
and knows how to pick out shoes. There's some of us that are sloppy, eat hot dogs,
And wear dirty boots. And a busty butt shirt. Stuff like that. I can't get rid of a girlfriend that easy.
Listen, it was that easy, and we still tight. She called me right now and be like, "Hey, you okay?" Even with this thing, she's been guiding me through this. Like, hey, like the fuck.
That means she recognized you a good dude. You might have didn't control whatever your situation is, but
He's talking about his ex-wife.
I just say how it is, man.
and we competing with Kevin Samuels, and that's my dog. I'm sorry, Kevin, but we got 12, 13,000 people in here, and I think it's partly because of you. So shout out to you.
No, to get it straight, it's because of you.
No,
13,000 people on his live at almost 12 o'clock at night. If that's not saying something, I don't know what is. This guy started a movement. He's speaking truth. Kwame Brown's speaking truth. And that's what we need to hear.
No.
You woke some people up, partner. Okay? You woke some people up, partner. Everybody was working. You woke some people up. Yeah, you woke some people up, partner. And was telling the truth.
But I want you to be able to.
I think.
Go ahead.
I don't know why I'm gonna say. I don't know why I'm gonna say it, but I know Sean is a good nigga. I know that nigga, and I don't talk for me, but I mean, I know. He is what he say he is.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen him say some corny shit.
Talking about Puffy.
He's the
P. Diddy.
the band leader.
Puff Daddy.
I ain't never heard him say he's selling cocaine. He like, nigga, I don't write rhymes, nigga, I write checks. I think you guys get it. I'm just saying that because I know the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now
And I'll let you guys hear what Kwame said about that.
Pieces of all of y'all ideals and bring it together and make it one great idea. I'm not locked into a left or right, this vote or die, saying blanket statements, confusing people. I'm not a slogan guy. You got to make sense with me.
We not political people.
but we are common sense people.
Right.
And nothing that this man says is common sense.
80s, it was a whole different thing.
Right.
It was
And
always
I think nowadays the young boys don't know how to make no money. So they taking any route to make it look like success. You said there was no money in entertainment, but I see niggas with money all the way up their whole body. They got it up from here and they drop all the way down on Instagram.
Let me explain something to you. If I can see your money, you ain't got no money.
Man, you know what? I don't think people gonna be able to decipher what you just said to the mark. That was the best bar. I think we should end it like that. That was the coldest bar. I've been telling people that the entire time. People been saying, "Why you drive a truck? Why you drive this? Why you drive that?" Motherfucker, I'm 7 foot and I got a tractor. What the fuck else am I driving?
They don't understand that ain't money. A Bentley. First of all, let me explain something to you. Everybody listen to me. Rolls Royce don't make trucks. Rolls Royce don't make SUVs.
I'm gonna end it here
Actually, I think they do.
because I am very hungry, as you guys could probably hear. um, this is probably the best, one of the best lives Kwame has had so far. I hope and pray that he bring more guys on. I hope that he get Cat Williams. I hope he get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I hadn't heard him mention bringing on Monique yet, but I have. So I hope he bring on Monique one of these days. I think that Queen will have a lot of insightful things to say about Hollywood and how it operates. So more power to you, Mr. Kwame Brown. Appreciate the love. He's very concerned about what's going on. Thank you for having Faizon on. Thank Faizon for being on, and I thank all of my subscribers for liking and sharing the videos. And I gotta go and get something to eat. I am hungry. If you guys like the content, like, subscribe, share, click the bell button, go to my website, check out my books. I am a writer from a small town called Dorchester, South Carolina. I write fiction. I write fiction that you may be able to relate to, believe it or not. And you can go to my site at writethisway.com. That's WRITEDISWAY.com. It's Write This Way. All of my handles: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, same thing. Write This Way. All right, I gotta get something to eat because my stomach is like talking to me right now. Y'all have a good one.